Hi friends, welcome back to the Guitar Spa where we bring you all the beautiful guitars reviewed just for you. And I'm something very important because I've done many times the guitar reviews, and this time I'm going to talk about strings right now. What strings do we use? And generally for like what I always say, for strings there are actually two types of guitars in the market. One is a traditional tone, and the other one is a modern style tone. A modern style tone is you get the Taylors, the chord guitars, the McPhersons and things like that. When you take one strum, it has that very modern tone that is found on guitars, and those guitars are generally bright, very bright in terms of tone, and they work well for certain situations. But there are times where you want something more meaty, more mid-range, a little bit darker, and that's the traditional tone that you find in Martin guitars. So Martin guitars, when you take a modern tone guitar and you take a traditional tone, two guitars, let's say a Martin and Taylor, when you play both sides for just a minute, one strum, generally most people will go to the Taylors because our ears are so accustomed to the bright sounding guitars. But if you were to play both guitars side by side for about half an hour, you find you prefer the more traditional tone, and that's basically what many people tell me, and even that's my experience. Okay, so it's important to match the strings to the guitars, and generally right now Martin just came out with their new packing strings, which is actually the Martin Lifespan. The Lifespan used to be coated with the Clear Tones proprietary system, which was actually very good, better than the previous coated strings. And they were not individually packed in the sense that it's sealed. Right now, this is it's all sealed, vacuum packed inside here. And I actually got a pack from City Music, where Mike, my unique, had one pack and said, "Hey, Jarvis, do me a favor. You try this strings on one of the guitars and let me know how it does it sound, and how does it last." And I took this string and I strung it on one of my guitars, and lo and behold, the week previously it was strung with elixirs, and the soundman said, "Did you just change strings? Because it's squeaking over the front of house. It's so bright, and I got to just EQ it a little bit better." And then after I fitted this in, the week later when I played, he said, "What happened to your guitar? Because today it sounds different. It's more warm, it has more meat, it's more bite, it's more dynamics on the guitar." And I realized the only thing that changed was not my playing, but it's the set of strings. So acoustically, it gives you a little bit more bass and stuff like that. Let me just go through what this, with the new strings, what they do is, they don't use any more of the clear tone system over the strings, and they're using a different treatment, which promises you, they call it, treated for superior performance and long life. Of course, it doesn't last as long as the elixirs, but it lasts. It's a coated string, so it doesn't last just a week. On my hands, a normal coated strings, 2-3 days, and it's dead. It's dead as dead. A dead horse. You can't resurrect a dead horse. So these are all, they use a proprietary system, which Martin needs to learn how to explain what they really put into getting this long life. But they have one of the best strings around. Even Tommy Melo says that he uses Martin strings, and it sounds really good on his Maton. So think about that. You know, the world certified guitar certified player said that. And the other thing you need to know also of the string gauge, even though there's light gauge, most light gauges are different. Even you put a same light gauge with all the same tension, it will sound differently. I mean, it has a different, they call the tension, string tension. So okay, the only difference that this one has is on the third G string, instead of 0.24, this is 0.25. It gives a little bit more than mid-range over, and instead of 0.5054 inches, the last string, the sixth string, is 0.53. So these are all available through City Music. You can actually call City Music. They have the live spec strings available. Just call them because these are all from them. You can get it from them. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, I played the OM 42, which I loaded just the last video. This is going to be the next video. And it had the elixir strings right now. The elixir strings are already inside here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, because I love you guys, I'm gonna play the guitar right now recorded with this mic on the elixir strings, and I'm gonna do something dramatic. I'm gonna take out the strings, fit the new lifespan strings, and listen whether you can hear the difference, whether there's more bottom end and stuff like that. So you be the judge. I know that because these strings are new, these elixir strings are new, the lifespan string is going to be new, but the lifespan string is going to be even later. So you just fit it, it's going to be very bright. But let's listen to how it sounds over the mic, and I'm going to play the same pattern, and so at least you can hear how. So what I'm gonna do right now, in this video, I'm gonna just bear with me for a few minutes. I'm gonna push the mic a little bit away. I'm gonna take out the strings, fit the Martin lifespan in, and then you be the judge. You listen to how it sounds, because I love you, because I want you to get the good tone, because we're all after tone, okay? Sometimes presentations, it's important. But I mean, it's good to have a nice looking guitar, but also I think it's important to have great tone, because once you get great tone, you're inspired to play. If you got great playability, you're inspired to play even better. So these are all important factors of getting the thing done. So I'm just gonna get this thing up. You may think I'm crazy. Yes, I'm crazy because I love you guys, and like what Tina Turner says, what love's got to do with it. So I'm just taking out this pack of string. You can see it's vacuum sealed. Just throw it here, okay? And you got 6 packs of this individually packed. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove this elixirs first. Okay. I love the elixirs, don't get me wrong, the elixirs are good strings. I like it because it lasts the longest. It may not be the best sounding strings available, but they definitely last a lot longer than most. Fit this in. They're all individually packed. Who in a website does this sort of thing? They strung it up, they show it to you, and then they do a demo, because these are all important factors on how you do up the guitars. And I've got cases where I got people telling me they actually strung lifespans on even their Mac versions, and man, they say that the tone is just amazing. Here's something to note about Martin guitars. If you're lazy, fit the Lexius in. But if you're going to go after tone, fit the Martins, because especially the OM series and things like that, because it captures, it's just amazing, you know. You get great tone, you get, okay, almost there. Let me just get my winder and just get all this stuff in. Sometimes people think I'm crazy, you know. I love guitars, and my wife said, you know, why are you always on the internet? If I'm on the forums, I'm not at the clubs, I'm not doing things that are harmful to my body. And you know, music is actually good for your soul. So if you learn something about that, you know, tell your wife you're at home, you're not outside fooling around, things like that. This is all important. If you're playing Beatles song, or you're learning to play some praise and worship song, it's even better, because you know, you're taking yourself on a spiritual journey. So these are all important factors on how you live your life. Okay, I got the second string, the fifth string in. Oh, someone just asked me, how come suddenly you were away for 8 months and suddenly you're back with so many videos. Number one, my good friend actually loaned me the Q4 camera. So the last time I had the Q4 camera, and I did all the videos, and thanks to Mr. Vincent, he wanted it back, and I gave it back to him. And I was waiting for this new camera to come out, and then lo and behold, and I was also consumed with my day job. So my day job was really busy, you know, traveling, and it's not easy traveling, because you're traveling alone, or maybe you're traveling with colleagues. You know, you stay in a nice hotel, but it's like you can eat a filet mignon, but you're all alone. So it's important to, friendships are important, family members are important, so treasure that while you can, you know, because sometimes you only have a short window of opportunity with them, and you want to just treasure the ones that you love, especially your wife, your spouse. And then don't be afraid, especially if you're Asian, to say I love you, because I treasure you, I appreciate you. And these are things that our spouse like to hear, you know. And even for me, I tell myself, I wouldn't be here if not for my wife. You know, she was there for me when in the low periods, and even in the high periods. I didn't have much high periods during my early stage of my career. So that's important. Okay, we're almost done. Let me just cut all this, and then we'll get back. Get back. The Filipinos said it. Let's get back. They didn't call it taxi. In Asia we call it taxi. When in the Philippines we call it taxi. So I normally make fun of my Filipino friends, but you know, it's just for fun. You know, we make fun not because we want to joke with them, but it's just that, you know, it's good to have fun. So there you go. I'm gonna bring the mic a little bit here closer. Let's get it. colors in. And you hear the mids. Okay. Up again. It's very new, it's very raw. Sometimes you need about a minute or two to get the strings. Thank you for being patient with me. Ran out of tube in. One thing to note about the lifespan strings is they don't break, especially the G string, they don't burst so easily as compared to the Elixir. So that's one thing you can open it up. So just want to thank you again for being patient for this done up, okay? With what I've just done up a review, a demonstration, not just a review, but a demonstration of the new packing, new development, the lifespan strings from Martin Guitars. And these are all available in Singapore. If you're in Singapore, from City Music, look for Yin Long or Mike Mayuni. They didn't pay me to do this because I do it because I love you guys. And personally, every Martin guitar should be strung with the Martin strings because they call it compatibility. You get great tone with the Martin strings right now with the lifespan, the coated ones. It's just that it may not be as smooth as the Elixirs, but you can't have everything in life. You want great tone, you want to last forever and things like that. And there's no such product. Either you have this. It's a compromise. Either you have this or this. You can't have a fat and a thin wife. Maybe you could. I'm not too sure. You want a small guitar, but you want a super big sound that is louder than a jumbo. It's not possible. You can either have this or that. Life is just like that. People complain they want this and they want that, and then when they are at work, they're thinking about holiday, and when they are at holiday, they're thinking about work. So you just gotta make up your mind. At different season, you just go through those seasons. And that's life. Even there'll be season where you're gonna be down, season where you're gonna be high. Just ride the season, because when you're down, you're gonna be down just for a moment. When you're gonna be up, maybe try to stay as high as possible, okay? So that's life, okay? Till my next review, I'm gonna live with passion, play a guitar, love, joy, peace, health, and wealth to be multiplied in your life. If you like this review, what you can do is just place a comment just below this YouTube video. And if you want to watch more great guitar reviews, is to just subscribe to this channel. So I'll see you very soon. My name is Jarvis again. Bye bye.